Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Dear John Show. Sunday, 16th of December 2018. And lots of poetry again. And a big thank you to everybody out there who gave the response. Maxwell Ryder, how the devil are you? Diane Borges, lovely to see you both in. Kathy Wagner Coates too. Lovely to see you all. What a group, Dale Warner. Well, lots of poems, some nice moral stories, and we have Nina, Christine, and Marna on the show tonight. And what about Jennifer Poloneski? Look at all those photographs from around Germany. She's on her European tour now. Hope you're having fun, Jennifer. And it looks like you certainly are. Some absolutely brilliant pictures coming through. In their millions. Anthrope, Julie Mishler, Robert Woods, Nina Thielen, Sebastian Andrews. Welcome everybody. It's absolutely brilliant to see you all coming in. And in that sense, we can get a bit of show done. So I'm going to start off quickly. I think a lot of us know Cassie Lindsay Glover. And she makes some absolutely inspirational videos to help women out in the world today. Put them on their guard, make them aware of things. And Cassie has a book available on Amazon now, and it's titled Nothing But Lace. It's written in 4 sections to make it easy for the reader to enjoy at their own pace. $20, $15 on Amazon, and guys, it's well worth $15. I've had a browse through myself. Well worth a present for someone in the family or one of your friends or whatever. Hello, Marna Dupree Badger and Christine Barker. Have a look on Amazon and have a look at Nothing But Lace. It'll be well worth it. So let me see what I'm going to do first. Let's have a bandy about it. Well, I can't get Marna in, that's for sure, because she has no camera. So let's bring the next. Bring in this lady. And this lady is with us each week as well. Let's see how we go. I hope the earbuds are in.
Hi.
Hello, Christine.
Oh, it sounds different over headphones, doesn't it? Ooh,
it does, absolutely.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But what a connection.
Amazing. Yeah,
we can talk to each other tonight.
We can. I have so missed your little chats and your giggles. And
I know.
Yeah, it's been so sad, hasn't it?
It has. It's been very frustrating, actually.
Yeah, it has.
There
Definitely.
goes Nina, reaching out to everybody. And she
Hi,
got the
Nina.
people we need. Everybody we needed to help out. And it worked a treat.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I read about it. Yeah, you did a great job, you guys. Fantastic. It's so much nicer when we can really do the show without the interference of the techniques, isn't it?
Well, I didn't do anything. Nina done it all.
Yeah, I know. She's an amazing woman. She's an amazing woman. She really is. Fantastic. So how's Sandra doing? Is she okay?
A little improvement today. Not millions, but even a little improvement is better than no improvement at all. You know, it's been a long couple of weeks, but prayers have been answered, Christine, and thanks to the whole crowd out there who have offered prayers for Sandra, because believe me, guys, they have been answered, and I know how close things were, and they have been answered really and truly.
Good. Is she still in hospital?
I think she's going to be there. She might even be there at the Christmas or just after.
Oh, how sad. Yeah.
So the more she proves, the closer to home she gets.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, obviously.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, send her our love. I'm sure you are doing anyway.
I am telling her all about you guys. She's the one that throws me out of the hospital to come and get this show done, you know?
Oh, sweet. Very sweet. Oops. Sorry, I'm just fiddling here with my plug so that I can move my hand around.
You play with your plugs? Oh,
play with me plugs. Play with me plugs, love. Just getting everything sorted before I leave. Oh dear. So I've got that many wires and cables around here. I don't know what's going on with all these cables. Dreadful. I hate the damn things.
Spaghetti junction, I know.
Just get myself settled here now. I'm going to wobble around. Right, there we go. So, you'd like to hear some poetry read this evening, wouldn't you?
No. I'd
I've
rather sit
got
here and have a chat.
I've got 10 to read tonight, so but they're
10.
not terribly long, so that's fine.
Well,
Yeah,
back
very
in a
nice
half hour.
stuff.
Yeah.
How many have you got to read tonight?
Me? One.
Yeah. What? You're
One.
lying. You
That's
haven't.
all. Nina only gave me one. Just one.
Oh, oh, okay.
Because
Well,
because I'm reading a moral story, I can have one. I thought it was very kind of her, actually. Joe Burke, hello. And Yvonne Glasgow. Dwayne Leon Rankin. Wow.
oh, is it
Yeah.
there? All right, yeah.
Dwayne's in. Yeah, I've got Dwayne in there.
Lovely. Hello, Dwayne. Nice to see you all. Lovely. Well, I shall start then, shall I? I'm going
Come
to
on.
read one called Be My Flashlight by Yvonne Glasgow. I think I've read this lady before. Really interesting. Be My Flashlight. So, oops. If I can move things around with my left hand instead of my right. Just a second, I'll change
Yvonne's
that again.
Yvonne's just come in.
Oh, has she? Oh, right. That's good. Right, I'm just about
Yeah.
to read your poem when I
Just
can
come
get
in.
my computer to move upwards. There we go then. Be My Flashlight by Yvonne Glasgow. Fading into the night, it engulfs me until I no longer see the sunshine. It's nearly morning, and I'm lost. You sleep, your light snoring only mildly comforting me, when what I wanted was an ear, someone to listen. I'm trailing off into the darkness, not sure when I'll find my way back out again. Can anyone hear me? Does anyone even care? Let me get busy again. I just need to get over this speed bump. You have to move slowly, or you'll bottom out. Driven by money and success, when these things are lacking, I break. A million mismatched puzzle pieces spread out on the floor. Only I can put myself back together again. Will you hold the flashlight?
Wow. Do you know, my son, 16 years old, and
Hmm.
by God,
Jack.
he can be philosophical. And just on the thing of everything is run by money and everything else. And he said to me, Dad, you sent me to school for an education. And I said, that's the idea, son. He said, but they educate me, he said, and tell me that Christmas is a celebration of the birth of Christ. He said, and yet, he said, it costs hundreds and thousands of pounds to buy a present for somebody. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
And I mean,
yeah,
what do you say to a 16-year-old?
yeah,
There's no Santa Claus. You can't say that to him.
yeah. Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Very philosophical.
That's a lovely, lovely piece, that one,
It is,
Christine.
isn't
I
it?
like
Yeah,
that, yeah.
yeah, I did
Especially
too.
that speed bump, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that bit was very interesting as well. The whole
Yeah.
thing, well, even the title, Be My Flashlight,
Be
very
my
interesting.
flashlight, yes.
Very interesting title. So now I have one from Nancy Alcorn, and it's called Broken. The wind was whistling flirtatiously, kissed her cheeks voraciously, and as they turned a cherry shade of pink, her heart was sinking deep into her gut. Her solar plexus stretched to let it in, and then the tearful eyes brimmed up in spite of her small grin. She said that it was over, it never should have been, and yet an empty cubicle where her love had rested. She does not know, she cannot grasp why, even though she knows the dank reality of lust has caused this little fuss. The last words that slipped out of me were these: I tell you now, I just need to know how to pull her from this place. She's gone, and I am cry myself to sleep tonight again.
I wrote with Nancy 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I've done one or two collaborations with Nancy.
Oh, have you? Right.
Yeah. She stopped writing for a very long time. She pulled back. I don't know what happened, but she pulled back, and then she lost a lot of stuff in files that she couldn't reopen. I mean, that's heartfelt stuff, that is, especially when you lose your writing, because I know what that's like.
Yeah.
And it takes you a long time to get over the fact you can't bring it back because it was written the way it was written.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you can't do it twice. You don't remember the exact way to do it, and it just goes on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Very good. Very good piece. Okie dokie. What have we got now? Oh, yes. This is one called Vulnerable by Sudha Dixit. So we've had quite a bit of her work on here. You saw that my face was always shining. Did you notice that my eyes weren't smiling? Just pause to think, isn't this facade of joy a little weird, amazing and beguiling? You have often seen me taking a walk, even when streets have become a little dark. Just pause to think that this pretense of bravery is only to show that I too have a spark. Under the veneer of strength and capability lurk the phantoms of that fear and reality, that I am delicate, frail and docile, yet no one should pinpoint my susceptibility. Truth that I'm vulnerable hits like a dart. All the pain I felt is buried in my heart. Despite disappointments and unshed tears, the way I smile and laugh is a cultivated art.
That's a lovely piece. That is.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely lovely piece.
Yes,
that one.
I really like that one. Lovely rhyming.
That was actually for last week's show.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, that was for last week's show, and we never got Jennifer, did we?
That Jennifer, she couldn't get on, could she? Yeah. Is she reading tonight? Is Jennifer reading tonight?
No, she's in Germany. She's on a European
tour. Oh, of course she is. Yeah, sorry, I know that. Yeah, should have. I'm only half here tonight somehow. I'm rather brain dead at the moment.
I like that feeling, actually.
Oh dear, it's been such a busy few weeks. I am absolutely exhausted. I'm dying for Christmas now. Yeah, I still haven't got my tree up. Haven't got around to doing that yet, but never mind. We'll get there in the end. Too much going on.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, lots of concerts. I've got a girl of mine singing in a competition in February. So we're preparing, we do a little preparation concert so that they can prepare their songs and sing them in public before the competition, you know. So they're in the duet category this year. So we had a concert yesterday as well and did some coaching while I was up there. So yeah, busy times, busy times. Casting for the new musical, getting new teachers into my department. It's all happening at the moment.
Absolutely, brilliant. You've just got a beautiful compliment coming on the face of this. This is Christine Barker reading. I'm pretty sure if she read the telephone book, I'd be entertained. Very expressive voice. Robert Woods.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Robert. My great pleasure.
Svanhild, welcome in.
Oh, Svanhild there. That's nice. Yeah. Lovely. Great. All the old names coming in.
They are.
Yeah. Okay, this one is a very fitting title. It's by Susan Carhill, and the poem is called Advent of Dreams. And being the third Sunday in Advent, that's very fitting, isn't it?
That's quite fitting, yes.
It is. So here we go, Advent of Dreams. Lovely poem. Going through all my old weathered dreams I'd half-heartedly made, stashed away, hoarded, unfulfilled, but for inspiration saved, a jumbled mess of unfinished indirect requests, spilling over fall, I decided on this lot of wish wells the curtains to pull. A clean slate, brand new page of shimmering white, then upon it splashed painted a star-studded dazzling night. For in each twinkle there contained a dream designed especially for me. I'd open, unwrap each one, and every night an advent calendar of eternity.
How short and sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
Yes.
It's really sweet. Yeah,
and the
I
wishing
liked that.
wells. I think we've all had a wishing well at some stage in our lives where we wish for this and we wish for that.
The wish wells, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Lovely one. Right, what do we want to have now? Let me think. Yes, I'll do this one by Dylan McKinsey. This one's called Alone. Have you ever been alone? Did you like it? The word says we weren't meant to be alone, but there are so many times when that's where we end up. Alone, the three of us, me, myself, and I. In his image, says the book, and he didn't like it either. Everything on earth is transitory. Friends come and go, spouses die, children get their own lives, Parents too soon fly, and we are left alone. Too many reasons to list them all. But there's the worst kind of alone, in a crowded elevator, or on a busy street, or on a bus that's SRO, and you're alone. The silent trinity of self, with no one to worship. That's fascinating, isn't it?
That's a very fascinating piece.
It is. I don't know what a bus that's SRO means. Do you? Is this something you know?
One of them will tell us. I reckon one of our American
Yeah,
fellows will
it
tell us
is
what
American, is
SRO
it? Yes. Yeah, if anybody knows, that would be helpful, because I don't know what he means by on a bus that's SRO, I'm afraid. So sorry, Dylan, but I'm sure you'll put me in, shed light on it and put me into the picture. That would be lovely. That would be very nice. Nice piece, though.
It is a
Very
lovely
nice.
piece, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, this one is called Indefinite, and it's by Scott Buffington. I like that name. I don't know why I like that name,
Yeah,
but I
it's a
do.
nice ring to that. Yeah.
Scott Buffington. It has something nice about it. Yeah, indefinite. Rest assured, you mate this heart and every pulse inside my chest. No human will shall ever part or still it past eternal rest. Our sleepless souls may carry on a love that grows to spite the grave. They've touched before in lives bygone embraced, and took for less than gave. These tragic woes to suffer fate when one departs, you wander free, the other left to pine, or wait again to birth indefinitely. Instinct guides our two old ghosts, each turn we take in bodies fresh. Though gorgeous, temporary hosts, true love is not confined to flesh.
Another beauty.
It is,
Another
isn't it?
beauty, absolutely. It's the difference
Yeah,
between love and being in love, isn't it?
it is. It is. Lovely piece. Like that very much.
SRO stands for standing room only.
What's this?
Standing room only. SRO.
Ah, thank you.
Yes. Oh, you're
Hey,
welcome.
now it makes sense now. Thank you. That's
That
fantastic.
was from
Standing,
Sebastian
yes.
Andrews and Dale Warren. Put it up. Yes.
Ah,
Standing
I
room
suppose
only.
I should have realised, yeah, but it just didn't occur to me at all what it
No.
could possibly mean. So that's great. That's shed light on it. Thank
It
you very
has,
much for that,
yes.
guys. Great. You're wonderful. Thanks. Right, so I'm going to leave that one because that is just so me. And I think, yeah, I'll leave that one to last. So, right, I'm going to do this one now. So that means I've got that to do and that to do. Okay. Right, this one is called It's Simple, You See, by Jeffrey Shirey. Maybe Sheary, I'm not sure. Shirey, I think. Shape and bend. Get out of reality. Let's pretend. Fates collide. People lie. Babies crawl. All folks die. Be you, my dear, and I'll be me, in a world separated, pretending we're free. Shoulder to cry on. Hey man, did you hear Elvis died? Wait, did he go home? On a spaceship, all alone? Rest your head. My heart beats fast. I will hold us together. I sure do hope we last. To the naked eye, we have gone too far, pretending we are otherworldly, some estranged royalty. They will hate us for all we have become. We just have to keep pretending, live in our dream world, never ending. They will hate us, for we keep ascending. They will hate us, shape and bend, get out of reality. Let's pretend. Fates collide, people lie, babies crawl, all folks die. Be you, my dear, and I'll be me, in a world separated, pretending we're free.
Wow.
That does one of those mirror
Wow.
things, which I
It
use quite a lot.
is, yes.
Yeah,
Very
interesting. Going for
reflective, that piece, yes.
it is, yeah, and going back to that beginning set again at the end, it's kind of like
Yes.
sort of like a chorus effect, really. Very interesting. Yeah, and that one is totally sweet. Right, I'm going to do this one next. This is from Stan Bryant, and it's called Until You Prove Me Wrong. I am friends with everyone until they prove me wrong. If that's so, I guarantee we won't be friends too long. The first time, always shame on you. The second, shame on me. Only a fool would hang around to wait for number 3. I never judge those I don't know. I've never worn their shoes. They have the right to be themselves and lead the life they choose. I'll never lie if you ask me, but if you don't ask, I won't tell. I leave the fire to kindle, to keep the peace as well. To disagree to prove a point too often turns just to win. Many times there is no winner, just the loss of 2 good friends. So if you want to see who's right and play that game with me, go ahead and raise your crown. You win. I shall concede. Like that a lot.
I do like that very much a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do
When I
too.
read it first during the week, I wasn't too sure about it. But I read it again and I spoke to Nina and she explained to me the poem itself, the piece itself, guided me through it. And everybody needs a little bit of guidance now and again. It's just I need it more than others. Hello, Paul Griffiths. How are you, Paul?
Oh, hi, Paul. Nice to see you in. Hi.
But
Need some more
yeah,
of your poems, Paul, to read on here as well. Give us some more.
I have one for next week.
Oh, good, great. Yeah,
Actually,
I like Paul. I love Paul's stuff. Really love his stuff. Yeah, great stuff.
you might be getting one for next week.
Oh, I have to read Paul's bit.
I said might. I said might.
I
That's
don't
if I
mind.
don't steal it myself.
Yeah, you can if you wish. Well, it might be
No,
nice for him to have it read by a man. So, yeah.
I don't think Paul minds.
No, I don't think he does.
No, not at all.
I just love it when he reads his own stuff in his own accent, And of course, I can't do that at all. So, can't do a Liverpool. Well, it's not. Sorry, Paul. It's
No, no,
Birkenhead.
no.
It's
Good
Birkenhead.
God.
Don't put
Oh,
your foot on there.
nearly started a riot.
Oh dear, I know. I suddenly remembered at the right moment. It's Birkenhead.
Just
And
in
not...
time you pulled out of the fire there, Christy. Wow.
I did. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I've got one more. I've got 2 more, and I'm going to read this one first. This is so sweet. It's just so sweet. I love it. Love it. And then I'm going to read the one that's very me, because as you know, I love poetry and erotic poetry, so I should read that last. So this is by Danny Smith. Have we had Danny before? Danny Smith? It's not a name I can recall.
I can remember, to be honest.
No, I'm not. Maybe a newbie then. I'm not too sure. If I'm wrong, Danny, I apologise. But Danny Smith, and it's called You Are My Best Friend. So, my friend, I tell you, just hold on another day. The cavalry has been notified and the troops are on their way. I will be there for you, help you dry those tears. I will stand beside you, as it has been throughout the years. I will hold your hand, squeeze it so you know I am right here for you and I won't let you go. I will remind you all the love and pain we shared. I will help you carry burdens you alone cannot bear. I will offer you a shoulder, a hug, if it's in need. I will offer you the truth when others' lives impede. Lies impede. We shall last a lifetime. No, this is not pretend. This is what it means to say, you are my best friend.
Oh, yes.
Sweet, isn't it?
Oh,
So
yes.
sweet. It's so sweet. Love it. Very nice. Right, here we go. A Christine Barker special. Me on the erotic poetry.
And he has been read before.
Has he? Oh, right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a name I could remember. So,
Me
but then
neither.
my
There's
brain's
not many names, Christine.
yeah, my brain's deteriorating anyway.
Look, this year alone, we've read more than 1,000 poets.
Have we really?
We're up to 1,000 poets at least. We have read so many poets, it's unbelievable. We've grown every month in numbers of reads and everything else. We're into the mid-30s of poetry every week now.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's great.
Great growth. Absolutely
Yeah,
great growth.
it is. Yeah, and amazing works. I mean, you guys are just so amazing. It's such a joy to read your works. It's a real pleasure.
They
A real
are.
pleasure. So here we go. This is me on the love poetry again. Let's make you blush. This one, John. Put your put your shades on.
Oh, I'll
This is
just freely blush.
you will. You just freely blush. This one might get you might not get to you, but it probably will make you blush. Yeah. Here we go. So this is by our gorgeous Pia Ghosh, and it's called "Love Is You." When you say that you love me, the echo of your voice resonates with the tinkle of my silver anklets. Your ringing laughter synchronizes with the music of my glass bangles. The sparkle of your eyes reflect on the mirror of my dark iris. The vibrations of your love songs make my skirt move and swirl as I tiptoe, gyrate and pirouette in pure ecstasy of love. Your throbbing desire kindles the glowing passion coursing through my veins. You ignite as well as douse the fire. You are the seed of ancient love, embedded in the womb of my old soul. You are love, and love is you. My quest for love begins and ends in you when you say that you love me.
I mean, pirouetting, putting out fires. Oh, come on.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Isn't it absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous?
Love
I
it. Love it, Pia.
love Pia's writings, I do.
Yes,
Absolutely love her writings,
I
yeah.
do too. Yeah, I do too. I mean, I haven't really had any poems that I haven't loved, really. They're all great. I mean, it's
Yeah,
wonderful. Just that obviously some speak to one more than others, and I'm a great fan of love poetry, as you know. So yeah, so that's me done, sweetheart. I'm finished.
we've been very lucky with the feed we have of
Yeah,
poetry coming through from the poets. And I mean, we have room every week to bring a new poet or new poets to the show
yeah,
to highlight. And that's absolutely fantastic for ourselves and for the poets themselves. It's very, very good for the poets. They get
yeah,
to know each other in the community. They also get to know each other outside the community through it
yeah,
all, yeah? It's
yeah,
absolutely wonderful.
definitely.
I love it, yeah.
Yeah, I do too. And you guys are so amazing. Honestly, it's such great poetry. It's wonderful to read. Really wonderful to
And
read.
it gives us a great thing to do at the weekend as well. To
Yeah,
actually sit down. We enjoy reading poetry. We even enjoy writing it ourselves. But it's great to be able to sit down and let somebody else hear their words outside of their own heads.
yes. That's what makes it special, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, it
very, very
is. Yeah.
special, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't written a poem now for a while. I think the last one I did was the eulogy for my father when my father died.
Yes.
But I'm not as prolific as you or Nina, not by any stretch of the imagination. But I have a dabble now and again. So
Exactly, yeah. But
yeah.
I'm down to that myself, Christine. I only dabble now. I don't do what I done when I started off and writing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 poems a day. And
God, that many? You're amazing.
yeah, honestly. And
Woo.
you would. I remember the book I wrote in 2013. I was
Mm.
writing the book, and it's self-published. It's a company that was self-publishing. And they come to me and said to me, "You need 48 poems." I had 37.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they asked me could I have them in 2 days, and
Oh,
I did. I
God.
had 49.
You did it. Amazing. Amazing.
You
I,
can. It can happen. It just
yeah.
rolls out of you then without you even realizing how much you've actually done.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
costs a fortune for A4 books, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, as I say,
Oh,
my last couple of poems were quite long ones, which I'd never even attempted before, and certainly didn't intend to write such a long poem. The eulogy for my father, which was written in poetic rhyme, was probably about 4 pages of foolscap. I think amazing.
yeah.
It
I
just
just had.
poured out of me.
It does, and sometimes it
Yeah.
is. It is like it's like a writer's diarrhea in a sense.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
boom. And
Yeah.
sometimes you look back and you think to yourself, I've done them all in one day.
Yeah.
I must have done nothing else for the day, Christine, except write.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, yeah.
And as Dave
When the
Holmes
muse
said,
hits,
go on.
I say when the muse hits, you just have to go with the flow, don't you?
Well,
When
sometimes you
the muse
can't
hits you.
ignore it at times because when you ignore it, it's gone. It's
Yeah,
gone. You've got to get it
yeah,
down. And that's what you do. You get out of bed at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning just to write.
That is the worst thing, isn't it? It's
Yes.
really it always hits you in the middle of the night. You should
Yeah.
get up and write it down or speak it onto your phone or something. Make
Exactly.
sure
You
you
got to
don't
take
lose it.
record of it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, it's gone if you leave it till the morning.
And whatchamacallit, as Dale said there, I wrote 49, why not 50? But like I said, it takes a lot of A4 paper to keep yourself going.
Yeah.
But you run out of ink. By the time you get to 50, it's gone. Sorry,
Yeah.
Dale, that's what stopped me.
Yeah.
Oh, Christine, thank you for reading those 10 poems for us tonight.
You're welcome, my
And
sweets.
I can tell just by the comments, the poets and the audience are absolutely delighted with it. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. It's my great pleasure, as you know.
I
And we
do.
are recording next week, are we? Because it's just before Christmas. It's the
Yeah,
23rd, is
we
it, next
have
Sunday?
we have a mix for next week. We
Okay.
will have our poetry as we do tonight in normal genre and that, yeah. But next
Yeah.
week will be a Christmassy week as well. So we will have Christmas poetry as well as, yeah. So the show will be like in two halves. I don't mean to be
Lovely.
broken, but it'll be two halves of poetry, yeah.
Yeah,
And
great.
some
Yeah.
nice little stories as well. So it might be about
Lovely.
15, 20 minutes longer next week than normal, yeah.
Yeah, okie dokie. Yeah. Well, there's a lovely poem out there that Nina wrote for Christmas. Very funny one. You know, typical Nina humour. Love it.
Isn't it just, yeah.
It's great. So if she wants me to read that, I'll gladly read that next week. But I think she ought to read that herself because she's got that lovely little accent.
Yes.
You know, that it's so funny. It was lovely. She should read that for us, I think, next week. But if you don't want to, Nina, I'll do it. Okay.
There's an offer you can't refuse, Tilo. Get in there.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I love to hear it with her lovely accent. So, you know, there we go. Okay, you
Exactly.
guys, I shall love you and leave you now and let the others
Christine.
get on and do their strut their stuff.
Oh, yes, without a shadow of doubt. Love you to bits. Thanks a million again
Yeah.
for tonight. And I look
You're
forward to
welcome,
seeing
my
you
love.
next Sunday.
Yeah, okay, darling, I'll be there. Yeah.
Please, God. Bye-bye, Christine.
Take care.
Have a
Bye.
great
Love
time.
to you all. Have
And
a
good
lovely
luck
time.
to your young girl that's going in for the competition as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, she's very sweet. She's only 14, but she's beautiful
Brilliant.
voice, lovely voice.
Oh,
Yeah,
fabulous.
yeah.
Have a good one,
Okay,
Christine.
I will
Take
do.
care.
Take
Great
care.
week
Bye.
ahead. Bye-bye.
Love to you all. Bye.
Love to you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There goes Christine Barker. And another week of 10 brilliant poems from 10 wonderful poets. And just reading the comments going up and down there. Wow, you guys are really impressed with the poetry that comes onto this show. We're impressed at bringing it, mind you. We're impressed with the poets. I'm gonna go into my little bank of people. And no, I still have no camera for Marna. She's still not cammed up. And Nina Tilo, I don't have a camera for you either. I'm not impressed, to say the least. Not impressed. Oh. Hey, who's been doing those Namset things on Facebook? I've been doing them. And you know what? I love them. They're absolutely brilliant. They can absolutely get you spot on. I mean, Gollum. Me. Yes. Gollum must be made up to be coupled with me. Wow. He's getting a good life, this guy, Gollum. I absolutely love it. I'm going to do a poem called Reliquary. Reliquary by Dave Hartford. An echo airs in soft report beneath the sullen sky, as tremors travel midst his core, where haunting truths are high, are nigh. And memories lie bereft the glow that made them what they are, so lessened midst the things they know, imbibe the sallow scar. And morbid moans of muffled dreams crescendo midst his mind, where neither thought nor soul redeem the essence he's confined. A shadow born of sins accrued, regrets he stored away, to form the stench it now exudes, as reveries ricochet. And roam beyond the tattered veil, beneath the heart's eclipse, bereft the hues he'd seen assail those dusty manuscripts, and locked within each ragged word, forgotten bits of joy, the stars amidst a tale unheard, that time would soon destroy. And now the years just come and go, in fading monochrome, his senses trapped in undertow, like pages midst his tome. Yet ink is flowing midst his mind, and pooling neath his eyes, to bleed his words where stitches bind, and memories cauterize. That is one belting piece, that is. That is one belting piece. Kid in. Beautiful David Harford. Absolutely beautiful to listen to, even from my own voice. And that's a one-off. That won't happen again. That's a one-off. I hate my voice. I detest it. Absolutely do. And I'm going to go into a second one for you guys. I think Marna's playing hide and seek to Nina, but there's still no camera there for Marna. I'll go back in again. There's not even a Marna there now. She is not on the list. So, let me see. I'll have to bring yourself in, because I don't have her. She's not there. And it's home, boys, home. Home is where I'll be, home to the voice of the God.
Good evening, Lemon Drop. How are you? You're not even funny. You're not funny. You're not funny. Can you not hear me?
Come on, girl,
Stop
what do you
it.
think of this now? He's not funny. He's not a
You're
bit
not
funny. He
funny.
shouldn't have
That's what I
done that.
think.
He should never have done that. Anthro, how can you laugh? Sorry, Nina. Really sorry.
Funny. Funny looking. Yeah, Dale's got it
Gollum
right.
alone,
Funny
Nina.
looking.
Leave
That's what you
Gollum
are.
alone.
Gollum. Yeah, not far
You
off.
did.
You're all right. I got
You did.
Chewbacca. Yep. I got Spider-Man, Deadpool, which I was chuffed with,
You see,
and
you got
Chewbacca.
spoiled, you did. You got spoiled.
Well, I was two superheroes and a hairy beast,
I'm not
so
doing
what do you do
anything
with
with
that,
that. I'm
really?
keeping. Stop it a minute. No way.
Probably best not.
Oh no. I'm absolutely. That's yeah. That is the
Probably
safe bet. I
safe.
really believe that, Nina Tino. I really do. Man, what did you think?
Mm.
What did you think of my first
Sonny,
poem?
take what?
That was a great piece, wasn't it? Absolutely
Lovely.
great piece. I enjoyed that. And again,
Yeah, yeah. I know. I picked it.
do you want to sit there and just blow your trumpet?
Someone's got to. At least if I blow it, I know what tune's coming out
Even
of
if it
it.
goes over the rest of our heads, fine. No problem.
Most things I do and say do anyway, so.
We have some great
Most
ideas
of what
for
I do
future
goes
shows,
over other
haven't we?
people's
And
heads.
this show,
It's all right.
and as we go along, yeah,
We do.
for the future.
Yes. Whether they'll come to fruition or not is
What's
another
this
matter, but
we?
we have the ideas. You said
Exactly.
we. I was being
Overly
politically correct.
If they don't come to fruition, it's Julie Micheler's fault, not mine. Absolutely Julie Micheler's fault.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, we can always pick Dale Warren.
Who else can we pick? It's
Another one.
Dale's
Hello,
fault.
Sammy Liz.
Dale's fault.
How are you
Yeah,
doing?
Dale's fault.
Sammy's in. Sam in. Yeah, you have Sam in.
Oh, it's
Brilliant.
Sam in. Hello,
Oh.
Sam. Oh, bless her. Yeah, I was hoping Beth was going to make it.
To come in. She probably will as we go along. She probably, hopefully, I hope so too, yeah. I'd love to see Beth in again this week. I'd love to see Ray in as well, mind you. Yeah.
I know.
Has she? Oh,
Ray's not very well at the moment. She's got a bad cold, so.
It's that time of year, though, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, tell me about it. We need a red cross painted on our front door.
Ethics.
The house of death.
the ethics.
Yeah, Essex. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't come to Essex.
Yeah, steer clear.
Especially Saffron Walden. Just steer clear of
Oh,
Saffron Walden.
you've no idea, people. No idea.
Yeah. It's the ghetto.
Elvis sang about
the ghetto.
that, you know. He did. In the ghetto. He did.
I did. Yeah. I live in the English version. No, I don't really.
Yeah.
I live in a very posh area, I'll have you know.
Out in the sticks is Nina.
In the sticks, yeah. I'm attached to something. Hang
God.
on. Bear with.
Andy, let her go.
I don't know where it's going. Yeah, right. Chance to be a fine thing. He's plugged into his cars and things upstairs. Right. Are you reading another, or am I going?
What are you going for? Getting out of here already, are you? God almighty. Go on.
So not funny. So I have one by Melissa Lynn, and it is called Insipid Lullaby. Awake in a sweat, sheets wringing wet, trapped in a dream, pillow muffles the scream. Thoughts conceived as reality, nightmares become an actuality. Toss and turn, feeling strangled, twisted sheets entangled, slow motion running, monsters subtle cunning, trapped in the matrix, truth, dreams and tricks. Fear the ones in my head, more dangerous than the undead. Can only see them in the mirror, try to lure you and draw you nearer. Succumb to the nightmare, far too late to become aware.
Anytime. Absolutely. Oh, it can be anything.
Depends what the nightmare is. If it's me, you wouldn't want to.
I don't draw lines.
You wouldn't want to. Not if I was your nightmare. I'm everybody's worst nightmare. And then I have, bless her, she's in, Julie Mishler.
Ooh,
and it's called The Dance of Love.
You're gonna make me blush here, girl. Go for it. Yes.
She is. She so is. I crave your touch, the way you run your fingers through my hair, your lips on my neck, pulling me closer, igniting my passions. The heat of your body against my bare skin, the mere touch of your hand makes my temperature rise. I feel your desire, your burning need, as your body molds into mine like perfect puzzle pieces. The growl of passion as I run my hand up your thigh, gently dragging my nails across your hip, up your chest and into your hair, pulling you in for a deep, long kiss. The fireplace blazing as we lay on this bearskin rug, our shadows dancing on the wall to the rhythm of our love. As the music plays on, the shadows now still, the fire burned down to hot, smouldering coals. Laying in your arms, my head upon your chest, your fingers lightly cascading up and down my back. You whisper words of love as I drift off to sleep. I could spend forever in your arms, dancing to the music
Judy,
of us.
it's just my fat and my blood pressure that makes you so hot. I like that one. I do, yes.
Thought you might. You wait till the one I've got at the end.
I'm glad we're back to normal sound and everything else. I'm getting treated here tonight. This is absolutely wonderful.
Well, I had to do a bit of switching around because two of my people just hadn't come back to me. So I went zipping back into the groups and I found a couple of extras tonight, and one of them, yeah.
We're going to have to wait till the audience.
That's all right. I'll save it till the end.
Shower, for God's sake.
Would you want that one now then, so that everybody gets a bit hot and bothered at the same time?
Let's go.
All right, I'll do that one next. Hang on. So, it's called The Writing Master by Catherine Pagano. He grabbed his pen and slowly stroked the smooth sides. The nib was ready to be dipped. Tonight he would spill ink. He caressed the paper before him as if willing it to spring to life, a gentle ritual in preparation for the wellspring of words to come. His muse had delighted him with foreplay of intelligent conversation, but he could not touch her. She was beyond his reach. Her face was just a photograph, but her words were such sweet nectar to his thirsty mind. He begins to write slowly at first, gathering thoughts and momentum. His mind starts to race with excitement and anticipation. He finds it impossible to stop. The rhythm of his own writing, faster and faster he works. Words on paper, spilling ink until that last stroke of genius, when all words and thoughts come gushing forth like a river that breaches the dam. Slowly his writing ebbs, leaving the last drop of ink dripping from his
I
pen.
think that was written about me.
Okay, I'll let you have that one.
And I always thought I was invisible to the world. I've just been noticed.
No, hardly.
That was good, that was. I understand that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I went
Whoa,
when I read that one.
definitely
Very, very clever. Very
Indeed.
clever. Yeah.
Dale.
You see, less is more.
Did you see?
Less is always more.
Did you see what
You
Julie
do what
just
you
wrote?
want. No, what?
John, you're incorrigible today.
Today?
You want to see what I've been like for the last 6 months?
She's not around.
No.
She's not around you very much, is she?
Still pure and innocent. Still pure and innocent. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, as I say, less is more. And with that one, well, you know exactly what Catherine's doing
absolutely
with it.
well,
and
well
it's just,
put together.
I loved it.
Very
Absolutely
well
brilliant.
thought out.
Yeah. You don't need vulgarity. You don't need to, to spread it wide open on the page. You just need to insinuate.
Because your mind can go
I
anywhere
loved
with
it.
those lines. Absolutely anywhere. That's what it's all about. Imagination.
Exactly.
Temptation of the imagination. Yep. And yes.
Yeah.
Opens doors and avenues, doesn't it? Absolutely.
You see the words on the page, and your mind does what it wants to do with it.
But like you said, you don't need the rude and crude to go in there either. Somebody has just come in from Germany.
No.
Her name is Jennifer Polonetsky. Has just come. So Jennifer's caught up with the show. She's able to see us.
Hello, Jennifer.
Some brilliant photographs there. We've been
Brilliant.
watching the photographs going up and down on the page. And the cobblestones.
Yeah, my Facebook is on fire.
Streets. That Witch's Castle was lovely. The tower, wasn't it? Witch's Tower? Yeah, Witch's Tower. That's when they went across Europe, born in the Witch's
Tower, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I've got a favorite.
Right, Mr. Cav, you're going to read one?
Coming up next. I know you like listening to this gentleman's work, and he is a gentleman. He's a lovely gentleman. Marius van Wyk. And I know you like Marius's work. So I'm going to read this one. The name is at the end, guys. I'm sure it's going to be at the end because it's never at the top with Marius's work. Never. But no title at the top, it will be at the bottom. Are you awake, dear? If so, are you thinking of me as I am thinking of you? I see the image of you lying asleep, your little head resting on the pillow, your beautiful mane of hair falling wildly about your little face, your beautiful big eyes closed, so childlike, innocent, pure and it brings such immense joy to my heart to know that I have given leave to be in your presence, even if it be for but a short while. If I had to be taken from here, I would wish for more. More of your grace, more of your wisdom, more of your tender intimacy. Secretly, I would know the rare privilege has been bestowed upon me. For knowing, being in close proximity to you, a creature most precious. You, oh woman, this her light. Oh, beautiful, Marius. You just got away with words, my friend. Absolutely got away with words. Yeah.
Yeah, he really has. Yeah. And I love the fact sometimes we've spoken about this. Sometimes I find it a little bit strange that somebody will put one word on a line. That's just not my style of writing. I understand it is for other people and it works, but it's not something I do. But Marius makes it work. He makes it work.
I think Marius uses a lot of pause.
Yeah, so
in what he actually writes, there's a lot of pause in between. I think that's where he gets away with it most times, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Marius's writing is kind of verging on the narrative, really. So that's why it works, I guess.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but it's always lovely, always lovely.
So are you going?
Oh, I thought you only had one piece tonight.
From you. The rest is my own. All the others are mine.
Oh, how dare you! How very dare you! Right, I have A Blank Slate by Stanley William Shearer. My scrapbook is filled with wilderness and wounds, with intermittent bitter sweetness and the want of more. Then mostly empty pages. There is a void that I avoid by pretending I remember, by faking it and taking it for granted, that few will question the legitimacy of my intimacy with life. But this is a lie. My pages past scream to be read, if only to confirm that they are there, that they exist, that they matter. But to ink them, I must think them, and that is a pain I care not, dare not remember. This protective void's objective is noble but misplaced. My childhood replaced by false and ironic monologues. The stage is set, but I have yet to stand before you as I forget my voice. What befalls me, I can't recall. Line, please. But there comes not a whisper, and I just wish for some tangible proof that my flesh and face are real. I struggle to reveal past sins, and I make pretend that I repent, though all my wishes have been spent just to reconstruct a yesterday of which I'm not even sure. What's more, I defy you to produce anything that would reduce my anxious blankness. It is no more a blanket from the elements than the skin I yearn to know is mine. There are pieces left behind, and yes, I mind, but I have no choice. The dilemma is such that I can never touch or be touched, lest I burn my only shield, to which, of course, I always yield. What's the point? The scrapbook is a sentimentality, indulged only to reminisce all the moments I have missed by spending too much time inside. Is it God's or nature's will I have denied? The seconds, the years are gone, they died. Tomorrow will erase today, if I make it. Still, maybe I was never here anyway.
Piece, isn't it? So deep. I mean, that's a great. That last line is just absolutely the ace in the hole, isn't it? Are we here or are we not here?
Yeah, it turns it on its head, doesn't it? Yeah.
Love it. So many.
So many questions. I think I think that's possibly one of my favourite pieces, actually. I loved that piece. I've read it so many times.
Makes you
Yeah,
ask those questions
definitely. That's a
yourself
keeper for
instantly,
me.
doesn't it? You think, I've thought of that before. That's gone through my mind. That's been there, yeah. Wow. That's
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. I think I think when it
yeah,
goes up in the comments and people reread it for themselves, they'll live it. They'll live it like
absolutely
I did when
yes.
I've read it. Yeah.
I have Kathy
Mm.
Wagner quotes here. Has she?
And she's just popped
She
in.
has. Hello, Kathy Wagner quotes. I've got your poem coming up, my dear. The Poignant Gift.
Yeah.
I'll pronounce it the Irish way if
Poignant.
you don't mind, Essex. So what's the
Essex.
word
It's
again?
English.
Poignant.
Poignant.
There's no yint
Poignant.
in it. There's no A-I-N-T.
Poin. It's a silent
Well, then don't put the
G.
G in the next time. Just put in
Poignant.
P-O-I-N-A-N-T.
It's like a gnome and a knife. God, it's like being back at school.
Right. The Poignant Gift.
Carry on.
Thank you. The Poignant Gift by
Well done.
Kathy Wagner Quotes. I hope Poignant's not in here again. I'm going to trip on it. You know this, don't you?
I know.
Midnight paces the evening sky. The clock strikes 12 as clouds stroll by. Silver ribbons slowly uncoil, shrinking themselves to the size of a pearl. With pillows surrounding my sleepy head, I stretch out my feet to the edge of my bed, awaiting sleep to deliver my dreams, as I open my mind by extracting the seams. A parade of faces, the friends who have gone, they blend together in the still of the sun. I open my mind with a sigh from my lips. I feel my friend's fingers, 2 fingertips. We each raise a glass filled with champagne and scamper for shelter as the sky starts to rain. I wake with a smile to remembrance of faces I hope to return for a round of embraces. Dreams are a poignant gift to savor. I done it!
Bullseye.
Oh, wow.
Well done.
It is a lovely piece.
Lovely
Absolutely,
piece.
yes.
Very lovely piece.
And I think we've all had that one wish, haven't we?
Yeah.
For somebody or other to one moment
Yeah.
in time. And that's, again, the song itself says it all, doesn't it? And the poem here again, wow.
Yeah, we've
Yes,
snaffled a
we
Kathy
have.
piece for next week already as well, haven't we?
When they're good, they're very, very good. When they are bad, they are rotten.
And when they're
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Kathy. You're most welcome. Absolutely
Right.
enjoy reading your poetry.
How many have you got left?
What?
Seriously, how many have you got left?
No.
Have you really?
I think that's...
Such a wind-up merchant. Do you know, one day you're going to tell me something and I'm not going to believe you. You're going to cry wolf once
How
too
many
often.
did I have? Can you remember? Well, I've only got 9 because
10.
you gave me one from a poet you've already read. Catherine Pagano.
Who?
You have one of Catherine's.
That's all right. She can have 2.
You can let her have 2.
She can have 2. We'll let her.
Okay, the boss has spoken, guys.
Yeah.
Catherine Pagano.
It's my bad. It's my bad for
And I didn't
grabbing
want to
that
read
one.
this
Catherine
next
had already
week
got that
because
other
I
piece
like
in,
this
so
one. I've read this one 3, maybe 4 times already, yeah?
well, we can't because I've given one for next week anyways.
This is what happens. We've said this privately, Nina, haven't we? We don't want to miss good poetry when it's gone. And sometimes we get caught in the moment. You've picked what I picked, the same writer. But we can't tell that the writers are writing so well. And it is so presentable and it's meaningful
No,
and
exactly.
it's interactive, it's connective.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Catherine Pagano,
Yeah.
go on.
I mean, there's no point saying,
No,
oh, we can't read
it's
them
being
because
read.
they were read last
Yes, of
week.
course
If
we
it's a
will.
good
Yes.
poem, we'll have it. Yeah.
It's called Love
Yeah.
Attracts Love
Go on then.
by Catherine Pagano. I really like this one.
Oh, yeah.
He knew no other way in his turbulent life of survival. Love was seen as a weakness to be exploited. Yet, the spark of love still burned deep in his soul, calling out for connection. Her soul had responded. Love is a pure form of energy that emanates from the soul. It is unseen like air, yet can shake a person to their very core. His heart and soul were shaken. His mind saw his own vulnerability. He had to shut his feelings down. That was the beginning of the end. Their connection was severed. Love attracts love. The ego is a master of sabotage, buried among all the darkness. Sparks of love still burn, calling out for connection. He quickly moves on to his next love. Start, stop, repeat. Start, stop, repeat. She is left pondering why her love is never enough. But in her own mind, she already knows this answer. Because ego is the master, and it must be stroked. We've talked many times about ego on our show, haven't we? And egotism and egotists and...
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yep. Yes, definitely.
Absolutely,
Catherine,
yes.
she hits the nail on the head every time, doesn't she? She really does. And I like the fact that her writing style changes. She doesn't pick a predictable rhythm, pace, rhyme. You know, every time I open one of Catherine's pieces, I don't know what I'm going to come across.
It does me the world.
And I love
like
that.
We already
I
know,
love
I don't
it.
like my own voice. I'm not too keen on reading that stuff out. I love doing stories. I absolutely
don't
love
like
reading
mine.
a story. It doesn't bother me. Voice doesn't come into it. I just like to be part of the story. Doing poetry, I think it's because they're shorter. The version.
Yeah.
You need to get it in that time mode. And Catherine offers me that difference. Yeah, the flow.
I think
itself.
it's the flow,
it's
isn't
like
it?
being boxed in, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Ah.
You do very well anyway, Mr. Cab. You're all right. Or should I call you Lemon Drop?
Do you know, that's so touching. I just can't remember what your name was.
See? I'm so going to sign your card,
I
Lemon
do,
Drop.
I
You know
do,
that,
I
don't you?
do.
Your Christmas card.
Oh.
It's going to be to Lemon Drop Lemon Drop, Sandra and Jack.
No, from Andy.
From Andy, Nina and
Chewbacca,
Joshua.
what was his name? Yeah, Chewbacca. Thank you, Chewbacca. You're so kind.
And Joshua.
I know.
I prefer Chewy, thank you.
Got my headband now for next week. You do?
Nice. I've got plans for next week.
Christmas?
That's it. I'm not saying anymore. Yeah, Christmas plans. Oh, big Christmas plans.
Dashing through this song.
I was listening to in the bath earlier on today. I was listening to Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. That's Christmas to me.
That is classic.
That is Christmas to me. There's that one there's that one bit where they insult each other, and the lyrics.
Yes, come back here.
I think the lyrics are incredible. I was singing it out.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Cheap, lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, your arsehole.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, what a corker of a song that is. Yeah. I actually moved it back and I sung that bit again. I love it. Insulting lyrics, brilliant. Anyway, let's get serious now. Yes, very serious. And this is by the lovely Heidi McGurran. And it's like a story, really. So sit back and relax and enjoy. And it's called Wintry Air is Sharp and Crisp. This wintry air is sharp and crisp. Leaves of autumn colours dangle and hang until a gentle breeze creates a fluttering of colours, whose whispers float and find their way onto a cooler ground, creating patterns of mosaic like stained glass windows, whose light filters down and comforts those who humble themselves, letting go of all thoughts and anguish that harboured in their beings. Soft feelings and powdery warm scents of many candle flames burning at once in tiny deepest blue sapphire glass cups, and ruby glows from similar. The air smells of mystery. The light filters through the tall, graceful windows of leaden glass, throwing curves, and curious eyes flow the dance of their rhythms across golden polished wood and books, with their messages tucked carefully away. Music floats through the air, and two dark, deep drum haunts, looking into ourselves deeper. We remember things perhaps our parents never told us, about the cotton picked by tired hands, food grown for masters, children whose little eyes watched and wondered. Each face holds deep history, some more restless than others, some wrinkled from the winds of life. Hands, feet, faces, all tell our stories. Deep inside, we bristle to relieve ourselves of often deep burdens we held inside of us for so long. Often we are drawn to sad things, pain and suffering we had no idea about. Feelings unknown before fill our bodies with energy, like slow-burning, fiery flames, sparking us to action. Risk it, baby. Take hold of the reins. Don't wrap the rope around your wrist. Hold it in big, loose loops. Let your body fill with the energy of a wild young horse, whose eyes trust you and whose body is so powerful and determined, pulling you in his direction, not yours. Learn from the ones who've come before us, with deeper knowledge of how to handle unexpected twists and turns and heavy bumping into your side, reminding me of who is in charge of the wind, of a young horse, of the heavenly puffy white and thunderous clouds that float across the sky, of time that passes invisibly, not
That is a
me.
wonderful piece. That is an absolutely wonderful piece.
Isn't it descriptive?
Do you
Isn't
know
it
what?
descriptive? There's so much in
That
there,
is a
isn't there? You
paint
get
right
lost in it.
across in words, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Creating
The
patterns of
whole piece is
mosaic
so
like stained
creative. It's
glass
so
windows. I
artistic. It
love
really
that.
and truly is brilliant. That's a wonderful piece.
And that the line, yeah, soft feelings and powdery warm
Yes.
scents.
Isn't it?
Mm.
It is,
It's
yes.
it's snuggly, isn't it? It's cuddly. But it's a bit of everything, because then you've got the powerful horse in there as
There's
well, so it
power and
kind of
there's
twists and
guidance and there's
turns, doesn't
hope
it?
and
So yeah,
there's oh right the way through.
there's
Yeah.
every emotion, isn't there? There's every yeah, yeah. Another
Well
incredible
found, well
write.
spotted,
Well
Nina.
done. Yeah.
Oh, you do. You're very trained.
Oh, I
Yeah.
try.
Whatever.
That was Heidi McGurran, Dale.
Yes, Dale. Listen when we make an announcement, please, mate. Stop going out to put the kettle on. One coffee will do you. Mine is freezing cold now. I don't keep running in and out, mate.
I haven't even got one.
Here we go. Ebony Grace. Yeah. Do you want to go make a coffee?
Yep.
You go make a coffee if you want to, Nina. I mean, I'll carry on.
No,
I'll hold it together. I promise. You can trust me.
it's fine.
It's just a bad of your throat, is it?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
And this is one of my types of poems because it's my genre, isn't it? My Angel by Ebony Grace. Same thing.
What, old age?
Angels
Oh, right,
are
yeah.
old, you know.
Yeah.
Or are you just saying I'm an angel? Oh, thanks very much. I gotta read this poem. My Angel by Ebony Grace. My guardian angel, I know you were there. For when I was young, you seized all my snares. When life was endangered and I was alone, you swept down with greatness and brought me back home. Remember the time you caught me midair? Towards thorns I was tumbling, my face I would tear. But out of pure fear, you grabbed my thin coat before it could be harmed. In midair I'd float. Though I can't see you, or know where you are, there's no way in hell that you couldn't be far. I pity the demon who waged for my soul the night you destroyed him, charred him like coal. You heard every prayer, you heard my choked breath. You knew that that night would not sure end in death. Though I have not felt you for so many years, I'm sure you still chase away all that I fear. I'll never deny you, I'll wait for the end, when I can give thanks to you, call you my friend.
Yeah, I like that piece when you found it.
I'm nuts about angels. I love angels. I probably see them differently to way other people see angels.
Oh, get away.
So that's different for me, really is. But there you go.
I've got big wings.
Not
Bingo
as big
wings.
As mine. Yeah, I don't, and I still.
Yeah, but I got a bingo.
Jackpot.
House. Yeah, no, I think Ebony's going to be one to watch,
Yes.
definitely. She's putting some lovely pieces out there, so
yes.
we're glad we've stumbled across her.
Is it your turn or my turn?
I'll take the British tea. Absolutely, Shelley. Good girl. She wants British tea.
Don't want it, Shelley.
PG tips.
Just don't want it.
Get PG tips. It's better. I bet you drink Yorkshire. Oh, you don't drink tea, do you? You drink coffee.
Yeah, I drink tea. Me? Tea?
What do you have?
Doesn't have to be a brand. I don't want this
Yeah,
tea.
what brand you, Wally?
India, when they pick the tea leaves, it doesn't say PG tips, Yorkshire, Graylings and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's just tea. They're all the same. Every bit of
They're so not. They are so not.
That have money in. It's like the drug industry. You know.
Oh God, I've
it's
started you off.
Racket. It's the same. A tea leaf is a tea leaf, no matter what way you look at it. It's just like. Doesn't matter. I give up. Maxwell House.
Done. Lovely. That's coffee, you Wally. Right. I have one by Kenneth Norman Cook, and this was a last minute one, so you'll have to forgive me. It's called Death. Like Sisyphus, eternally condemned by Zeus to roll the immense rock up the steep mountainside, I sneer at my fate in scorn, spite, and derision. Like the rabbit helplessly clutched in the eagle's talons, being flown to his final bloody moments in the eyrie, I grit my teeth against the unspeakable agony. Like the last shard of silver winter ice in the garden, when spring has morphed the land to grey mud, I fight to remain solid and hard against the deadly heat. Like the blindfolded, condemned rebel facing the firing squad, as those final words are shouted, ready, aim, I hold my head up high, steeled to accept the searing bullets. So have at me, O damnable Black Reaper, hurl me into the void of eternal nothingness. I have declawed, defanged, and denuded you, O impotent death.
Brave man to stand against
Ah!
it. I'll have a coffee with your Shelley.
Oh, I love it. That's one of Kenneth's best
It
ones.
makes no difference to me. Maxwell House, bring it on. That is
I think that's one of
serious,
Kenneth's
yes.
best writes. I love that. I love his ability for
Yeah, that
description
was a
anyway, but the
powerful piece.
power behind that
Yes.
one. Oh, juicy. Yes. Ugh.
Can't that
Sink
be
your
me,
teeth into that one and leave marks, couldn't you?
fine?
Yeah, you have.
Couldn't help it, couldn't help it.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you what, you can gum them to death. There you go.
Not going to be easy, but I'll go for you.
Oh, God. Go on.
I think I have a new lady in this one tonight. So you never said newbie beside her for me tonight. Just give me a red tick. Untitled by Deborah Blount. Have we had Deborah before?
Yeah, Deborah's new. She was in earlier, so I hope she's
As I
still
said,
in.
it's untitled, this one. And I've not read it yet until I read it right now, so bear with me.
Lovely.
Diamond raindrops falling from the trees, scattered on the ground in ancient jubilee. Precious prisms of colours, shining rainbows. Leaves like angels' wings flutter. Branches bow down as we pass. The velvet beneath moonbeams stir my dreams with crystal dewdrops, caressing silken spider webs, spun overnight with much care and delight. Daytime dreams occupy my mind. Thoughts of thoughts pass, same in kind. Cause me to remember and again see. Thoughts one thought, unspeakably. Swirling in a mental eye, dreams of a soft, gentle sigh. I try to stop, but I won't listen. Daydreams that now warmly glisten.
Oh.
Amazing. Just the thought of a rainbow.
Oh, that was lovely.
It's lovely. It's very warming. Just
Yeah.
a thought, isn't it? Yes, it does.
It instantly makes you smile.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deborah.
Yeah. And I have an untitled piece by a gentleman called Mark Sumner. There are no winners in the game you made, only the players and those being played. No credit for honesty, no respect for the truth. It becomes eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. So why hang around? Why stay at the table? It takes more than you give and more than you're able. A roll of the dice, a chance on a gamble. You make your next move and your thoughts tend to ramble. Dishonesty grows and suspicion does flow. Then friendships are questioned and all this does show. We are but humans on earth and mistakes we will do. Learn from it we must to become the real you. A humble check on the things that we think will save our own spirit from a time on the brink.
Whoa. Yes. Yeah, very lot of
Again,
truths
there's a
in
lot of
there.
truths in there, aren't there?
Very lot.
Yeah. I don't know, there's something for me about a roll of the dice poems. I like the idea of the game of chance and a gamble and a bit of a
It's
a
like
bit of the
sayings we've
unknowing,
had
really,
over
I
the
think.
years, like I've been dealt the wrong hand in this, like, or a throw at the dice. Do you know? Yeah. Very much,
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, where do they all come from? It's funny, isn't it?
They come from a long way back.
How many more have you got left?
I'm on number 7 now.
Okay.
You're
Oh,
on
right,
number
okay,
7.
so am I. So if you go, yeah.
How many had you got all together?
Yep. I had 10, but I read one
I've
at
got
the end,
4.
didn't I? So I've got 3 left.
So do you want me to go then?
You best go then.
Right.
Yeah.
An
Hello.
Ode to Spring by Dwayne Leon Rankin. And I won't be surprised, Dwayne has just fallen asleep on the couch now when he's been watching the show, as he does every week, and he'll wake up and just think, I missed it again. Well, that's all right, Dwayne, because when you miss it again, you're going to hear it
Probably.
in the replay. An Ode to Spring by Dwayne
Bless
Leon
him.
Rankin. From far away I heard you cry, from far across this dark domain. Upon the winds I heard you sigh, your sad and deep refrain. Oh, let these words flow out to you from deep within my wounded heart. Let the skies turn bright and blue, the rain without depart. Oh, glorious sun, so bright and gay, bring now to us your warmth and light. Show to us a sunny day, remove this blighted night. Your light so warm, so soft your rays, fall down upon us, warm our soul. Let our eyes upon you gaze, and see your light unfold. Grasp us in your warm embrace, remove from us this outward pain. Fill us with your shining grace, remove for now this rain. That's Dwayne Leon Rankin. It is a lovely piece.
Oh, no, it's a lovely piece, that, isn't it? We've got a lovely one
We have
off of him
indeed,
for
yes.
Christmas next week as well, haven't
Thank
we?
you, Dwayne.
Yeah. Indeedy doody. And then I have it's kind of like another story piece, really, like similar to Heidi's, and it's
Just
by
before you
Cornelia
start,
Mattioli.
Jeffrey
It's
Shirley,
untitled.
yeah? How do I start this over? You've got to wait till the show ends
Yeah.
until it's posted up on the Dear John page, Jeffrey. And then you can watch it from start to finish again and hear your poem being read. Go on then.
Yes, he can. Yep. So it's by Cornelia Mattioli. When you leave, take me with you. When you close your eyes and begin to drift, I'll curl up next to you. Right there on the narrow bed. Let the others complain. I'll drown out the sounds of the machines whirring and the footsteps coming and going with my whispers. We'll talk about the days of wine and kisses and walks among the wild daisies and dancing leaves. And with every squeeze of our fingers clasped together, our lips will remember, meeting in random places that bear the imprint of our love forever. Your heart beats my name, and mine beats yours. It's our song. Can you hear it? No one else needs to understand, do they? Not now. Please don't leave me behind. I'll grow so tired from endlessly looking for you and listening for the sound of your voice. I'm frightened I'll forget what it's like to feel alive without you as my guide, right by my side. When you leave, take me with you, and we'll walk together through the dark starlit alleyway that calls to you. You can show me the way and leave me a key to where you'll be, and promise to stay until I arrive. Don't leave.
Oh, you know, practically gonna cry listening to that. Yes.
I'm on the verge, I'll be honest. If it had gone
Wow.
on much longer, I couldn't have
Wow,
held
that
it.
was so touching, that piece was. Yeah.
That's a choker. I'm going.
Wow.
Oh Lord, yeah,
I'll go straight into
beautiful.
Joe Wiggins for you now. Two of a kind.
Go
Joe
on then.
Wiggins. And I got my finger on the button here because I have to keep triggering this. No, I mean the poem. Thank God for that.
No, it's fine. No
Two
explanation
of a
needed.
Kind by Joe Wiggins. It looks as if I'm stuck with you, the two of us with super glue, joined as one without a seam. It's as if we've always been a collusion of like-minded minds, pigeon-paired, two of a kind, soulmates in life and death. When we breathe, it's the same breath. I blink, you blink back at me. I smile, you smile instantly. I cry, you cry tears that flow. No words are needed, you just know. My heart, your heart, beats in rhythm. Hands that hold, what has been given. Gifts of love, in tenderness. With your friendship, I am blessed. I am Vashti Liberty. Thank you, Joe. Beautiful piece.
Yeah. Jo's a heroine of mine. I love everything that she puts out. She's spot on.
Yes,
Have a great deal of
absolutely.
respect for Jo as a writer. And then I
How many have
have
you left?
Shelley Gambino
Yeah,
piece.
you'll have to wait. I'll have to do another one.
Two.
No, because you'll be reading
How
the last
rude!
poem of our session. And then, Shelley, I love your
How
pieces.
very
I'm not
rude.
knocking you out. I'm just trying to get some structure here, really.
Ladies
You're
first.
saying I'm not a
Apparently
lady.
not.
That is totally sexist. Totally
No,
sexist.
you.
Bias.
Well, I ain't no lady.
I'm embarrassed now. Yes. Go
No,
on
you
then.
should be.
Read Shelley.
Appalling behaviour.
See, Shelley, she don't even want to read you. I'll
No.
do this one then.
No.
Chris Edridge.
Nope. Nope.
Chris
Gotcha.
Edridge. Excuse me. That's the name of your poem, mate. I'm going to read that one now. Do you have a moment? Can you spare the time to sit with me a second? I may have lost my mind. Sounds a little dramatic. I don't know what to do. I need someone to listen. Could I just talk to you? Especially at this time. Can we help each other? Or are you feeling fine? Now I feel embarrassed. I wish I'd never said. I need to open up a bit. It's doing in my head. Sorry, I've been a bother. I won't do that again. Nobody wants to listen. It's always been the same. Guess what? That's the last one.
What? So now I've got
And it
two,
just says
you
number 9 in
Wally.
this. You told me I had 10. That's why I said
I might have lied.
Well,
Oh well,
everybody,
my
it's
bad.
good night and God bless
Again.
from me. I'll see you
So
all
I
next
have two
Sunday,
pieces.
same time, same place.
Don't be petulant, it doesn't suit you. So I have a lovely piece by Shelley Gambino. Sorry, Shelley, I can't help him. And it's called Addiction's Loss. A friend, a companion, a chameleon who changes every day. He is so lost in himself, drinking his life away. These are his choices he decides to make. Loneliness dwells inside of him. That's the path he decided to take. One can only care and do so much when you see the blankness. Behind their eyes, they have lost their way, they lost their touch. And you can't help but realise there is no turning back. Years continue to pass as life keeps marching on. They tend to have their own beat, and it's to the tune of loneliness on their own drum. As they pour yet another one down, it is truly sad what their lives revolve around. Letting Satan, damnation, and darkness exist, it lives inside of them, as they cannot say no to their temptation. Like a poisonous fruit, it echoes their name, shouting out to them, is there someone or something else to blame? Before you know it, addiction, it takes hold, feeding off of their endless hunger, always yearning for yet another and another and another. Pretty soon it takes their minds, obsession turns to their next fix. It takes over every aspect of their lives. Few ever slow down, seldom do they quit. Most will drink to their very end, never losing sight of that bottle or can friend. Suddenly their liver decides to go on vacation, yet their mind is just after that buzz sensation. Health issues arise, family ties get broken, others looking for an apology that will never come. They didn't do anything wrong. Hurtful truth with ugly lies as they go over and over in their mind. They know what they need to do. but tell themselves, one last time. One last time to be the fool. One last time to think, I am cool. One last time I'll take my chance. So tomorrow I can start anew. Truth be told, their mentality never takes hold, as the next day starts it all again. Days get mixed with days. Another year passes by, trying still to keep up with their lie, the life that they deny. People they meet are just passers-by. Their loneliness makes me feel black inside. I want to be their friend. I want to let my sun shine in to their lives of darkness. I want so much of myself to give in to them. My heart bleeds and breaks of their demise. I always wonder what makes them that way. Was it even their initial choice? Do they drink to remember or drink to forget? I know there must exist a lot of hurt inside. They crawled deep down inside themselves, tucked their reality away to deal with it another day that will never come. Their drink now accustoms them to the state of numb. Nothing is felt. Reality vanishes. Living life in a foggy, misty haze, their lives become easier that way, rather than dealing with the pain. We are all human, responsible for our own mistakes. My heart tends to empathise with the weakness of others. It is in mine where their pain instills heartache. Each one has their own story. Through them, mine gets washed away, wishing only for their pain to dissipate. Wanting so much to share my strength, they need so much to borrow, praying that they live another day to face whatever comes tomorrow. Yet these are their choices that they have decided to make. Loneliness lives and dwells inside of them. This is the path they are on, the one they decided
That
to
is
take.
so hard hitting, so truthful, so real, and it will touch many, many lives. I
Yeah.
mean, Mark Sharps just said he's 4 years clean of addiction. I mean, I'm sure we've all had an addiction of one type, and I had a gambling addiction before I moved to England. We've all had an addiction of one kind or another, and it is
Mm,
choices we make. There's no doubt about it. But that is
mm,
brilliantly bit. That is so wow, spot on.
yeah. Yeah, it's all the battles, isn't it? And the
Yes.
truths of how it hurts everyone around them. Um, like she said, waiting for the apology that never comes because it's not their fault. They've
No,
done nothing
that's
wrong.
again, they have done nothing
Mm,
wrong as far as they're concerned, as far as the drink is concerned, especially in alcoholism.
yeah. And it is
Tomorrow,
just one
whatever,
more.
this
I'll do
tomorrow
it
never
tomorrow.
comes, does it? Even when we
Yeah.
arrive at tomorrow, it's not tomorrow. It's the day before it every time, isn't it? Because we'll always promise it's tomorrow. Hello, Chanel
No.
Killarney. Chanel is delighted to have
Yeah.
gotten in. She mustn't have been able to get in before, but they're in now
Mm.
tonight. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yay. I've read a couple of Chanel's. Yeah. No, addiction eats the soul, doesn't it? Unfortunately,
Oh, absolutely. It's
mm,
just as Jeffrey has
it
just
is
said
pure
now,
evil.
it's vicious. And it is a vicious circle.
Mm. So again, I think
Yeah.
that's one that people need to read
That'd be a
again for
great one when it
themselves,
goes up in the
really.
when you put it up in the post.
Yeah,
That's what we
fabulous,
put out
fabulous,
there.
right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think people will enjoy it all over again. And then my last one, Words, The Great
Richard Doyle.
Transformation by Richard Doran. And what is it, she asked, ever so hopefully, for the great transformation to occur, for a new and gentler world, a world where words touch the heart and stir the soul, where a level playing field is the reality for one and all? Change. Something to hope for, he replied. The future written in the stars, sweeping in bars, eyes gleaming, taking up the challenge, a brave new world in the making. Tomorrow the answer to our collective prayers. But how? She asked. How will it come to be? Words, he replied. Words, the great connector. No more mystifying than your questions and my answers, or vice versa. Words, the great equalizer. But to grasp what they're really for and to use them from that place emanating beyond the mind, from the heart and at the depth of soul, each thought on par with the next, nothing and no one more or less than the next. I see it now, she replied. I see it as in the field, the great diversity of flowers, with all that which is attracted to them. Each word a rose, each phrase a welcome sign to those in search of the source. He smiled, nodded in agreement, and went on his way, each now with a clearer grasp of the penetrating power of words. The great transformation already under way, change now truly something to be hoped for, but for their brief encounter, that as well as the manner in which their words had been spoken.
Drifted away on that one, Nina. Absolutely drifted. I've been just sitting there in my mind, watching two people having a conversation, and two chairs across an open.
I know.
Type thing. Absolutely brilliant, that piece.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I love the conversational
Absolutely
side of
love
it.
the conversational side. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought that was a really different take on it.
So many different poems here tonight. And Shelley Gambino, it's our pleasure. Thank you for bringing these words to the attention of the viewers and listeners, because the more you guys write, the more we can highlight issues in the world. And it might be an issue that somebody's waiting to hear for themselves because they're caught up in one of the addictions or something, and they've got time to reflect, or they get a chance to reflect. I don't know, but we do.
We try and bring a mixture, don't we? You know, we try and bring obviously thought-provoking pieces, a little bit of dark, a little bit of humor, a little bit of love. Yeah, stuff that hits home.
We do.
Yeah,
and
we try and bring a mixture. We haven't had a funny. We haven't had a funny, have we? I'm just saying we haven't had a funny one, but there you go.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
You didn't pick any funnies, did you? You see what I mean? I'll have to get into this myself. But I will give you
what funny ones?
The next two pieces coming up, which one is a quote and the other is a moral story.
Lovely.
Because you found these. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you've got two quotes.
Yeah, but I'm only going to read one. I will. When life knocks you down, roll over and look up at the stars. Don't know why, but just do it anyway.
Yeah, I like that.
For everything.
No.
And the second one. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sails. I love the realist. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's true though, isn't it?
Yes.
It's 100% true.
100%, yes, definitely.
Mm.
Pessimists always complain, don't they? They're always moaners and whingers and complainers. Yeah? And the optimist, oh, it'll happen, no problem. Oh, it'll come to fruition.
Dale says he missed the first one. The first one, Dale, when life knocks you down, roll over and look at the stars.
You just treat them with kid gloves. If that was me,
it's just a nice thought. I like that.
The first thing you would have said was, watch the replay.
Listen. Yeah, but that's you. I've got to treat you harshly.
I held it till the end, didn't I?
Dear.
Yeah, but still not.
Is Mona still not there?
I've just been out on the outside onto the other side, yeah?
Oh, no.
Moral story. What goes around, comes around. I love stories like this. These are my story types. One day a man saw an old lady stranded on the side of the road. But even in the dim light of day, he could see she needed help. So he pulled up in front of her Mercedes and got out. His Pontiac was still sputtering when he approached her. Even with a smile on his face, she was worried. No one had stopped to help her for the last hour or so. Was he going to hurt her? He didn't look safe. He looked poor and hungry. He could see that she was frightened, standing out there in the cold. He knew how she felt. It was those chills which only fear can put in you. He said, "I'm here to help you, ma'am. Why don't you wait in the car where it's warm? By the way, my name is Brian Anderson." Well, all she had was a flat tire. But for an old lady, that was bad enough. Brian crawled under the car, looking for a place to put the jack, skinning his knuckles a time or two. Soon he was able to change the tire, but he had to get dirty, and his hands hurt. As he was tightening up the lug nuts, she rolled down the window and began to talk to him. She told him that she was just from St. Louis, or St. Louis, whichever way, and was only just passing through. She couldn't thank him enough for coming to her aid. Brian just smiled, and as he closed her trunk, the lady asked how much she owed him. Any amount would have been all right with her. She already imagined all the awful things that could have happened had he not stopped. Brian never thought twice about being paid. This was not a job to him. This was helping someone in need, and God knows there were plenty who had given him a hand in the past. He had lived his whole life that way, and it never occurred to him to act any other way. He told her that if she really wanted to pay him back, the next time she saw someone who needed help, she could give that person the assistance they needed. And Brian added, "And think of me." He waited until she started her car and drove off. It had been a cold and depressing night, but he felt good as he headed for home, disappearing into the twilight. A few miles down the road, the lady saw a small cafe. She went in to grab a bite to eat and take the chill off before she made the last leg of her trip home. It was a dingy-looking restaurant. Outside were two old gas pumps. The whole scene was unfamiliar to her. The waitress came over and brought a clean towel to wipe her wet hair. She had a sweet smile, one that even being on her feet for the whole day couldn't erase. The lady noticed the waitress was nearly 8 months pregnant, but she never let the strain and the aches change her attitude. The old lady wondered how someone who had so little could be so giving to a stranger. Then she remembered Brian. After the lady finished her meal, she paid with $100 bill. The waitress quickly went to get change for her $100 bill, but the old lady had slipped right out the door. She was gone by the time the waitress came back. The waitress wondered where the lady could be. Then she noticed something written on the napkin. There were tears in her eyes when she read what the lady wrote. "You don't owe me anything. I have been there too. Somebody once helped me out the way I'm helping you. If you really want to pay me back, here is what you do. Do not let this chain of love end with you." Under the napkin were 4 more $100 bills. Well, there were tables to clear, sugar bowls to fill, and people to serve, but the waitress made it through another day. That night when she got home from work and climbed into bed, she was thinking about the money and what the lady had written. How could the lady have known how much she and her husband needed it? With the baby due next month, it was going to be hard. She knew how worried her husband was, and as he lay sleeping next to her, she gave him a soft kiss and whispered, soft and low, "Everything's going to be all right. I love you, Brian Anderson." Moral: what goes around comes around. You do good, you will get good in return. Always be helpful. It's a lovely piece. I just love the moral of that whole story. I absolutely love the moral of the whole story.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives
Yes,
you goosebumps at the end when she whispers the
wow,
name,
yeah,
doesn't it?
love it. But I mean,
Yeah,
things we've seen it in life.
yeah,
I'm sure some of us have seen it in life. What does go
yeah,
around does come around, and it can, yeah, it can stop on anybody's doorstep.
yeah, good or bad. Yeah, yeah. No, I fell in
Well,
love
it
with
was a
that piece,
beautiful
so
share. Now,
thought we'd share
thanks
it.
you, Nina, for giving me the opportunity to read it. Actually, we're going to have more moral stories and some little different
Okay.
stories as well. Will we give them a sneak preview of what's next week's story? No, no, no. Sorry, guys. She said no.
No,
So,
no.
exactly. Next week, come back and
They can
listen to
come back and listen.
Cinderella. I'm not going to the ball next week.
No. No. Well, I'm probably one of the ugly
Tell you
sisters, so I
what,
shouldn't
the
worry
moral
about
to
it.
this show is we have fun. We do.
We do
I do.
indeed. Well, I
Like I
do.
said before, and I'll say again and again, I look so forward to Sunday. Just everybody that's around us. And we have new people come in, we have the same people that come in each week and everything else. But we still have lots and lots of fun. And what I
Yeah.
love about the show is
Yeah.
it can be watched later. It's not that
Yeah.
everybody has to sit for 2 hours of anything else. We're the ones. I have to sit for the whole time, but that's
No.
okay. It's just me.
Nope.
But overall, I can look back at it any time as well. And I enjoy going back over the show during the week and having a look into certain spots and places. And I like reading the comments as they come up along for what people have said. I know, guys, I'm terrible at writing anything in the comments after the show is over and everything else. But everybody else does enjoy. It's not that I don't enjoy it. He wants what?
Dale wants some eggnog.
Oh, we
Dale
need a
wants some
toasty
eggnog by the
eggnog.
looks
I
of
like the
things.
sounds of that. I might bring an eggnog next week. Or 6.
Dear.
What do you think, Nina? Mmm.
Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no.
not not going there.
Guys, have an
No, no,
absolutely
no.
brilliant week ahead. I hope everything goes well for Christmas. Merry Christmas to each and every one. And to everyone who has sent us in poems for this Christmas read next week. Thanks a million. I'm sure we might get 1 or 2 more before the week ends to put into the show. Nina, you're a gem, an absolute gem. Is there anything you want to add before
Yes,
we
lovely.
leave the air?
Oh,
Are you
no, I
sure?
don't think so. I'm
I'm
quite
really
happy,
happy.
thank
Now
you.
that we have no echo, I'm absolutely over the moon. Are you over the moon?
Not unless you want me to.
Are you over the
Not
moon?
unless you want me to do a funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got a funny? I would love to.
I could read a funny if you want to finish them. I won't do the singing one that I wrote this afternoon, though. I'm not. I'm not doing that.
Come on.
Okay. So this is. I'm going to work my way through all the carols. I'm going to rewrite all the carols to the tune of them.
Technicalities, and there's no need to apologise for having no camera. Really and truly, there's not. We've had technicalities all the way through the whole year. It's going to happen. But honestly, this is not down to you. This is down to the technicalities of how they operate their system of Facebook. It really and truly is. Sorry, Nina. It absolute pants.
It's pants. It's alright.
Please.
Shall I do the funny then? Okay. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Well, kiss my arse and shove your holly. The tree's been shredded by the cat. Our once round baubles now lay flat. The fairies' wings have been ripped off. Suspiciously, though, the dog's just coughed. Those hours of wrapping now undone. My ribboned parcels strewn and flung. untangled lights which took me hours, are throttling my poinsettia flowers. The star from my nativity scene is wedged beneath the washing machine. The sodding turkey's far too big, it's built just like an offshore rig. I said we should have got a goose, this thing could have its own papoose. The spuds are peeled, the sprouts all crossed, the giblets, oh, who gives a toss? The kids are playing with yellow snow, that carrot's not where it should be though. I guess the old man's played his part, no wonder he got E in art. Is that my favourite scarf and hat? They'll pay for that, the little brats. There's carolers rocked up at the door, I'm not sure I can take much more. If Jingle Bells is sung again, I'll whack them with a candy cane, then reach across to knock a branch and bury the buggers in an avalanche. The dog's just brought up tinsel sick, my pudding's turned out like a brick. Let's hope the old man finds the shilling, with any luck, if God is willing. The kids are having stocking fights. Is eggnog okay drunk in pints? My gran's excelled herself this year. Her knitting has us racked with fear. It's not a red nose Rudolph's got. There's crimson spheres in other spots. With sinister smile upon his face, oh, Rudy, you have been disgraced. My Christmas cards were never posted. The chestnuts burnt instead of roasted. Poor grandpa sat on ivy sprigs. There's times I should disown my kids. The baby sneezed and sprayed the table, though most of it hit poor Aunt Mabel. There's still the party games to come. I think I need a bit more rum. Not Twister after Brussels sprouts, and Grandma's false teeth falling out. A snowball fight is then announced. Oh, great, more damp clothes round the house. I know where all the mulled wine's gone, the passed-out heap that's Uncle John. The kids have drawn on glasses and tash. Well, serves him right, he shouldn't get smashed. It's me who needs the alcohol fuel
Brilliant.
to get me through this festive year.
Brilliant. Oh,
Hey, thank you.
We've all had a Christmas as such like that. Yes.
Pretty much. It's probably many Christmases
yes.
combined, that one.
Great bit of fun.
So, yeah,
Thanks a
just a
million.
bit of fun.
Brings us out
It's a bit
on
of fun.
a great note tonight. It really and truly does.
You're welcome.
We
Yeah,
do.
we need a few festive funnies,
We've got to
don't
say
we, really?
thanks to
So,
all the poets tonight.
yeah.
Every poet we've read. How many have you read tonight? We've read 10, 19, 30. 30
Oh.
poems tonight, yeah.
I think,
Wow.
yeah, I think about 30. Yeah.
That is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. And
Yeah.
yeah, well, we're on a great
Yeah, it's had a
collection
lovely
so
feel
far.
again, hasn't it?
We're not going to say many. I'm not going to reveal anything, but we are on a great collection for next week already. And we'll be hunting again tomorrow, won't we?
A hunting we will go, a hunting we will go, E-I-I-D-O, a hunting we will go.
Nina Taylor, you're the star. An absolute
Oh, yes.
star. Thanks a million for your company. Really enjoyed you on camera.
Uh,
Hope you have a wonderful rest
You're
of the night
welcome,
together.
lovely. Thank you. Oh, he's probably already in bed. It's fine. I'll just write.
Oh,
I'm used to being a widow.
Dear.
I know. No, I need a bigger violin than that. Come on. Thank you.
Oh, have a great week ahead. Well, it will be because I'll be ringing you anyway, so it'll be a brilliant week ahead. I will keep your insanity fresh. You know this. Absolutely.
Lovely. That's what I like to hear.
Excellent.
Yeah, otherwise I'd join the normal people, and who wants that?
Boring.
I think we
need
feed
to.
each other's insanity, don't we?
It is absolutely 7 letters.
Yeah, it's good fun though.
Off you go. 75631. Halloween.
Oh,
just-
don't. We've had some
God
corkers this week,
almighty.
haven't we? God,
763.
my brain hurts.
Wow.
Yeah. No. We're doing these crosswords to keep the little
I
grey
do.
cells working, and I
might
think they're
rather
killing them off
quickly
slowly.
We do. By hook or by crook.
Never mind.
But
We get
don't
there in the end, by hook or by
cheat.
crook, don't we?
No.
We don't need to. We're uber intelligent.
Uber. Oh dear. Whoa, dear.
Oh yeah,
dear.
just thought I'd throw
I
another
can't
language
leave
in
the
there.
light off the camera because otherwise I would be baffled.
All right, I'll tell you
Very
later.
revealing. Very revealing.
No, I'll tell you in a minute.
Nina, have a great day. Thanks a million.
Right, goodbye,
Goodbye,
everybody.
everybody. We're going to say goodnight. God bless to you all now.
You're very welcome.
Have a wonderful week ahead. And remember, what goes around comes around at some point. Have a lovely week ahead, guys. Love yous all to pieces. Take care. Good night. God bless. From Dear John. Good night. God bless, Nina. Have a brilliant week. See you soon. Bye.
Night. Bye.
Goodbye, guys. And I will see you all, hopefully, next Sunday for the Christmas show special here on the Dear John Show. 7:30 UK time. And we will have tons for everybody. Diane Borges, great to have you in again tonight. Love seeing you here. Dale, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Christine. Bye-bye, Marna. Good night and God bless to every single one of you out there. And thank you all for your company tonight. And I look so forward to seeing you all next Sunday. Good night and God bless all. Lots of love.